We are going to see practically. We are going to see practically how to see that one. Open the VS Code. We are going to open the VS Code and we are going to check. We are going to check that one. So I need to go to the script tag. Here I need to write the script tag, opening and closing the script tag. Within that, I'm going to define here var a equal to 10. Okay, var a equal to 10. Here, one simple kind of function also we are going to writing. What is the function and all? Little bit later we are going to learning. Just ABC function is there. This is what function. This representation is called function. This function level I'm going to define. I'm going to define here var. Here I'm going to define var b equal to 20. So this place is outside the function. B is within the function. Please put concentrate here. Please put concentrate here. We are discussing the variables. Variable is a storage location or container. Container. This variable I'm going to define outside the function within the script tag. So this kind of scope is nothing but a global, I'm going to say global scope. Global scope, this one. Here, I'm going to define the B, right? The scope is what? Local scope. What is the difference? We are able to accessing a variable inside the B also. That's why I'm going to say global. Here, you can use document dot write, and we need to provide here sum equal to plus a plus b. A plus b, you can use that one. A plus b, you can use a plus b. Whether it is working fine or not, we need to check, right? How to check this one? Go to the browser and refresh this one. Where is that one? Script tag. So here important thing is we are not defined. We are not defined here. We are going to using here test.html, test.html, test.html level only we are going to writing. But here we are not specify the type. Even I'm going to specify the type. What happens? See, JavaScript. You need to understand here where it is provided. JavaScript we are going to provide it. Now it is going to working fine or not. Why it is not able to executing? How to check this one? Go to the inspect and go to the console. Is there any kind of error here? It is not there any kind of error. But this function is not at all calling. We are going to define the function, but we are not calling. That's the reason it is not able to executing. So ABC, this is the calling. ABC you need to call. Then you can see here, this is the way you need to check. Yes, sum equal to 30. Here point is variable declaration. B is within the function. That's why local. A is outside the function. That's why that is global. Global variable, anywhere you can able to access. That means even here, I'm going to writing document dot write here a equal to plus a. I'm going to provide it. That a variable outside the function also we are able to accessing. See this one. You are able to get that value. So that's the reason I'm going to say that scope is what? Global scope. Sir. JavaScript is dynamic nature purpose. client-side validations purpose, pop-up dialog boxes, alerts purpose, you can use the JavaScript side. This JavaScript is you can use in the body level, header level, or external file also. This JavaScript is recommended one in the body level, small kind of JavaScript is there. Very huge kind of JavaScript, better to write separate file and link into the header session. Even header session also it is going to working fine. But when to use small piece of code, you can use that one. That JavaScript level, we are going to use in the comments, single line comments and multi-line comments. Single line comments or multi-line comments, that is the developer point of view, your understanding purpose. These are all ignoring education engine. Where it is available, that education engine, every browser level it is there. We are not installing any additional kind of programming. We are not installing any additional kind of software. Every browser level JavaScript execution engine is there. That engine is interpreter. Why I'm called it as interpreter? It is reading line by line. Your JavaScript is reading line by line and it is going to execute it. That JavaScript level, we are going to using some kind of values. That values, if I want to reuse, if I want to access, if I want to do calculations, I need to use the variable. Variable means what? It's a storage place, memory location. It's a container, right? Number of people are joined in the session. How I'm going to recognize in the particular person? I need to give one name now. I'm not given. Your parents are given. Based on the name only, I'm going to call, right? So similarly, variables also, if I want to access, I need to give the one name. That name you can use var or let or constant. Now we are going to focusing observing the var. var is based on the scope. I'm going to say global variables level you can use, or local variables level also you can use, local scope also you can use that one. This is the old style. var, whenever I'm going to specify, I'm going to redeclare the values. That means what? Redeclaring. A is already 10, I'm going to provide it. Now again a equal to, I'm going to say 100 I'm going to say. Now it is working fine or not? Working fine or not? Yes, it is working fine. So variables you can able to redeclare. Variables you can able to redeclare. Okay, but this is the old style. What the new style? What the new trend people are going to using? You can declare in place of var let. I'm going to say let. See what happened? It is working fine or not? It is working fine or not? Is there any kind of difference? Same kind of way it is there, right? Save it, and one more time I'm going to put this one is a comment, ignoring that one. Now go to here and refresh. We are going to get that one. Perfect. We are going to get that one. So there is no much more difference, right? There is no much more difference. Even you can use let. But let and constant, people are going to using based on the scope we are going to explaining. First, here one more scope also I need to explain the var, that is nothing but what? Hosting. So variable declarations using var or hosting to the top of their scope. That means global scope level people are going to define. That is the meaning of this one. That is the meaning of this one. This means you can use the variable before it is declared, but it will have an initial value. Sir. Here important thing is hosting means we are going to define var x. That's it. X value I am assigned? No. var x equal to 10 I am going to define previously. Now var x I am going to define. What is the x value? Even you are not defined x value, by default internally it is going to maintain one x value. What is that value? Undefined. Undefined. What is the proof? What is the proof? See here. Go to the inspect and console. Here I am going to define var x. But this one? Undefined. If you want to test x is x value or x value type, you can use console dot log and type of x. If I'm going to define, it is going to say undefined type. Suppose I'm going to say var x equal to 10. If I'm going to using console dot log of x, you can see there 10. What is the type of this x? What is the type of this x? Number type. That is the data types level. We are going to see that one. No need to worry. Here important thing is you can declare var x equal to 10 or without declaring any kind of value also you can able to use the var. That is the point you need to understand. That's it. Okay. Now we need to understand let and constant, right? Let and constant variables declared with let and constant or block scope, where block scoped. Here they are limited to the block, okay, in which they are defined. For example, this let to constant basically where to use example is within a loop, for loop, while loop, right? If statement, okay, or else function level people are going to define that. Okay, let and constant variables declaration using the let and constant. Okay, and if you are going to define this let and constant, where to use block level. Block means within a loops level, number of values 1 to 10 numbers if I want to print, or if I want to check the condition, if statement, any kind of function level people are going to using. Now you may get the doubt, why to? You are going to say let and constant. When to use the constant, when to use the let. Constant means fixed. Constant means that value you are not at all changing forever. It is a fixed. Then you can define the constant. Let is you can able to redeclare. You can able to change the value. You can able to reassign. So var and let variables are declared and reassign the values. But constant variables declared, it is a constant, cannot be reassigned. Once they have been assigned a value, that value is fixed. Okay, please try to understand this one. Anyone, any questions? var constant people are understood or not?
Sure.
var is global or local, you can use. VAR benefit is even you are not assigning any kind of variable also, you can use VAR X semicolon like that. That is the old style. Latest kind of style is let people are going to using. The let is working on global and local also, but block level kind of scope level it is recommended. Block level means loops, functions, if conditions, that kind of things we are going to learning in the coming sessions. Within that, people are going to using let and constant. But constant is basically fixed kind of values. You cannot able to change. Once you are declaring variable as a constant, you cannot able to change. Okay. So that kind of differences you need to remember that one. You need to remember that one. Any kind of questions, doubts, you can write the questions. You can write the questions. Variable declaration is understood or not. So what we are going to learning today, what we are learning today up to this, we need to understand JavaScript, where to use three places: header, body, external. Why we need to learn this kind of JavaScript? Websites level, interactive websites designing level, people are going to using. For example, client-side validation, dynamic drop-down menus, display date and times, and display the pop-up or dialog boxes. That is the purpose. Three places level, how to use, we are already observed. After that, we are going to observe the comments. After that, variable declaration. Next, we need to understand data types. Data types. What kind of data types are available? Just I'm going to mentioning here. We are going to see practically each and every data type we need to understand. But right now, just I'm going to mention what are the types only. JavaScript data types. JavaScript data types. JavaScript provides different data types to hold different types of values. There are there are two types. There are two types of data types in JavaScript. What are the two types? Number one, we can call it as a primitive data types. Primitive data types. Second one is non-primitive. People are going to say reference also. A reference data type also. Okay. JavaScript is a dynamic type language, means you don't need to specify the type of the variable. What the type is not at all declared. Simply var x equal to 10. I'm going to say number type. No. Dynamically, based on the value, it is recognizing automatically. So that's the reason I'm going to say here important thing is JavaScript is a dynamic type language. Means you don't need to specify type of the variable because it is dynamically used by JavaScript. Used by JavaScript. JavaScript engine. So here number type, number var x equal to 10 not required. Simply you can say what? var x. Based on that value, based on this value, it is recognizing the type. Here 10 plus level I'm going to using character. 10 place level, I'm going to provide the string. 10 place level, I'm going to provide the decimal values, whatever. Here, simply based on the value, it is recognizing automatically. So whenever I'm going to say like this, internally it is going to holding the data type. Internally holding number data type based on the value. Next, VRB equal to, I'm going to providing here Suchi IT. I'm going to providing Suchi IT. Here, internally holding string data type. Okay. So what are the primitive data types are available? What are the primitive data types are available here? Number is one type we are already observed. Okay. And you can see string type also. String type you can use one more type. Another one is Boolean true or false. Here Boolean type. Okay. Another one is undefined. We are already observed VRX. Whenever I'm going to use in the console level, you can see undefined, right? So undefined also one data type. Undefined. Another one is we are going to using null values. Null is also one kind of primitive data types. So primitive data types are available. What are the non-primitive data types are available? Non-primitive level, we can see little bit later. We are going to learning more detailedly. Objective, array, and regular expressions. These are all considered as a non-primitive data types. Sir, every variable value belongs to one of the data type, whether it is a primitive type or non-primitive type. Primitive type level, number level, even integer or float also, even decimal values also considered as a number only. Other language level, integer, byte, short, long, float, double, like that it is available. But JavaScript level simply number, whatever it is, number only. Okay. So string, boolean, undefined, null, this all comes under primitive data types. These kind of data types we are going to focusing in the tomorrow. Okay. Spend చేయండి level 3 resource HTML అలా వస్తుంది. ఓకే. HTML tutorials like that ఇట్లా వస్తుంది. దీంట్లో ఇవి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. లిస్ట్ ఎలా చేయాలి. సో క్లిక్ దిస్ వన్. చెప్తాడు, క్లియర్గా ఇస్తాడు. ఓకే. లిస్ట్ ఎలా చేయాలి. ఓకే. ఇలా మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. యుఎల్ ట్యాగ్ ఎలా వాడాలి, ఓఎల్ ట్యాగ్ ఎలా వాడాలి, లిస్ట్ ఐటమ్ ట్యాగ్ ఎలా వాడాలి, డిఫైన్ ఎలా చేయాలి. ఏదో పెద్ద పెద్ద కోడ్ కాదు ఇది, చాలా సింపుల్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ కోడ్. అలాగే రెస్పాన్స్ అనేది వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఓకే. దీస్ మెనీ టెక్నాలజీస్ ఆర్ అవైలబుల్. ఈవెన్ సిఎస్ఎస్ ఆల్సో you can see that one basic CSS how to define. Okay. So what the CSS basics are available here, how to define the basics. So what is the selector, what is the property, what is the value, right? So everything it is available very quickly you need to understand. These links, quickly go through that one and understand this one. Okay. So before tomorrow's session, I hope you people are finishing great learner level HTML and CSS. Okay.